Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings, Ocean Beach. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Wednesday, June 24th. You'll be interested to know, 79 years ago, today in 1947, a local pilot reported seeing a formation of glowing, disc-shaped, unidentified flying objects over the desert, sparking widespread public fascination and vivid eyewitness accounts. That sighting became a defining moment in popular imagination, fueling scientific curiosity, earnest governmental inquiry, and a lasting cultural conversation about the possibility of visitors from beyond. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Wednesday at Ocean Beach. This morning it's looking choppy with waves at 3+ feet. Conditions will remain similar through the morning, with winds shifting from onshore at 7 miles per hour to onshore at 10 miles per hour by noon. Expect the swell to build slightly in the afternoon, reaching 3 to 5 feet later on. Best time to ride is at 6 a.m. with a 2-foot incoming mid-tide, when the south-southwest swell is 1.5 feet at 18 seconds, and the onshore wind is 7 miles per hour. The first high tide on Wednesday will be 3.5 feet at 9:30 a.m., followed by a 2.5-foot low tide at 1:45. The nearshore buoy in San Francisco Bar reads 61 degrees for the water temperature. Choppy conditions persist with waves ranging from 3 to 4+ feet on Thursday, accompanied by southwest winds around 9 to 12 miles per hour. Friday sees similar sizes, but with slightly reduced height, dropping to 2 to 4 feet, while winds remain choppy at around 17 to 19 miles per hour. Expect a notable increase on Saturday, with waves building to 4 to 6 feet, though conditions remain challenging due to gusty winds, reaching up to 26 miles per hour. This morning, there's patchy fog, and it feels like 57 degrees, with 7 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 8:35, and it will rise again tomorrow at 5:49. It looks like we're in for some patchy fog before 10 a.m., then mostly cloudy skies, with a high near 58 and a light southwest breeze around 8 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 60. Tonight, expect mostly cloudy skies with a low around 55 and light winds around 9 miles per hour. Looking ahead in the weather. This morning, there's patchy fog, and it feels like 57 degrees with 7 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 8:35, and it will rise again tomorrow at 5:49. It looks like we're in for some mostly cloudy skies today, with a high around 60 and a mild breeze. Tonight, expect continued mostly cloudy conditions, with a low of 56 and light winds picking up a bit. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, San Francisco's homelessness response systems are facing criticism from a recent report by the civil grand jury, which highlights a lack of effective outcomes despite increased funding and political attention. The report states that homelessness in the city is growing faster than it is being resolved, with nearly 8,000 individuals experiencing homelessness, and a troubling 14.3% decline in those exiting the system to stable housing. Jurors emphasized the need for improved oversight and data integration to better support vulnerable residents, urging a shift towards delivering more housing units rather than merely fostering community organizations. Now on to sports. Bennett Sturtz, a point guard from Iowa, was selected by the Memphis Grizzlies as the number 17 overall pick in the 2026 National Basketball Association draft and was subsequently traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder. This marks the first time an Iowa player has been chosen in the opening round since Chris Murray was selected number 23 by the Sacramento Kings in 2023. Sturtz, standing 6 feet 4 inches tall and weighing 190 pounds, played a crucial role in Iowa's historic March Madness run, averaging 19.8 points and 4.4 assists per game. As he begins his professional career, fans are buzzing about his arrival in Oklahoma City. In local sports, the Giants took Game 1 last night, 3-1, behind Robbie Ray's dominant 8 innings and just 2 hits allowed. Willy went deep with 2 hits and an RBI, while Casey Schmidt extended his hot streak to 7 straight multi-hit games, the longest for San Francisco since Marco Scutaro back in 2013. That win snapped a 3-game losing streak, and tonight Tyler Mull takes the mound against Oakland's Gage Jump at Oracle Park in Game 2, first pitch at 6:45. But there's bigger news brewing. Buster Posey essentially told media this week that every major player except Logan Webb is available for trade. Rafael had a blowout at first base Tuesday after being pinch run for, though both he and manager Tony Vitello say it's resolved. Still with the team at 32-46, Posey's clearly looking to reset before the deadline. Devers, Willy and Matt Chapman are the names floating around, all carrying hefty salaries, though Adames and Chapman have no trade clauses that complicate any deal. Meanwhile, the Warriors added some front-court depth yesterday, selecting Michigan forward Yaxel Lendeborg with the 11th overall pick in the draft. The 6'9" Dominican LeBron gives Golden State athleticism and switchability alongside Steph Curry. With Jimmy Butler and Moses Moody expected to miss significant time next season, Lendeborg should see immediate opportunities. In top news, sharp drops in big tech companies pull indexes mostly lower on Wall Street. Wall Street gave up more of its recent gains on Tuesday after a sell-off in big technology stocks spread from Asia back to the United States over worries about potentially higher interest rates by the end of the year. The S&P fell 1.4%, while the Dow Jones Industrial Average closed just 0.1% lower. In Asia, markets fell sharply, with South Korea's Kospi index sinking 10%. The Nasdaq Composite fell 2.2%. Analysts warned that high-flying technology stocks could be due for a downturn. In business news, Meta Platforms' Chief Executive Officer Mark Zuckerberg has directed staff to create a prediction markets platform. A person familiar with the company's plans confirmed to CNBC. The New York Times first reported the development on Tuesday. This prediction markets app will not use actual money for trading, unlike other platforms, which allow cash speculation on future events. Instead, it will rely on a video game-style point system, though money may be used in the future. The app, referred to internally as Arena, will be separate from Instagram and Facebook. In response, DraftKings fell more than 2%, while Flutter Entertainment also declined nearly 2%. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is down 2% to about $63,000. Ethereum is down 4% to about $1,700. And XRP is down 3% to $1.10. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk science. It is illegal to use paraquat in at least 74 jurisdictions worldwide, including the European Union, China, Malaysia, Brazil, and most recently, the United States state of Vermont. However, today, Australia's chemical regulator has approved this effective, but highly toxic herbicide for use on Australian farms. After nearly 30 years of review, the Australian Pesticides and Veterinary Medicines Authority has decided that paraquat can continue to be used, albeit at reduced rates and only in enclosed systems. Health advocacy groups and neurologists have called for an outright ban due to concerns linking long-term exposure to Parkinson's disease. Australia's dependence on paraquat is largely due to its affordability and effectiveness in controlling weeds, particularly in no-till farming practices. And in entertainment news, Apple TV's hit sci-fi crime series has broken a major streaming trend. The past few months have been stellar for Apple TV, cementing its status among tough competition. With shows like Shrinking, Monarch, Legacy of Monsters, and Your Friends and Neighbors, the streamer has delivered hit new seasons. The latest, Sugar, led by Colin Farrell, made its anticipated Season 2 debut on June 19th. The series has garnered a perfect score on Rotten Tomatoes, with critics praising it as Apple TV's best detective series. Colin Farrell expressed a desire for 4 or 5 seasons, as fans eagerly await news on a potential 3rd season. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American science fiction writer Ray Bradbury. And he said, "We are an impossibility in an impossible universe, reminding us of the endless curiosity and wonder that drive our exploration of the unknown." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings, Ocean Beach.